Second and Charles, y'all. This is the other side. So many options.
First time doing blind date with a book times 3 because I got 3 of them. I was just super excited when I went into Second and Charles.
Let's see if I can do a blind date with a book. These are classics over here. Taylor Butler in the front. I should do something else. I keep seeing this book and everyone talk about Chiamanda. Purple hibiscus.
What's going on, beautiful people? This is my first time doing blind date with a book times 3 because I got 3 of them. I was just super excited when I went into Second and Charles. Now you'll see in the intro clip, I also went to Barnes. I went to Barnes first. In Barnes, they did not have, at least in my location, they didn't have any blind dates with the book. So I was like, let me try Second and Charles because I already know that they have blind dates with the book. I've been looking at them for the last month or so. I just never got any, and because I was nervous. If you tried blind date with the book before, let me know in the chat. Were you nervous? Did you get what you like, or did you even read it? How was that experience for you? But this is my first time ever in life getting blind date with the book, and I have my tote here because Second and Charles don't give you a tote, okay? But I did get 3. And I'm excited now. Second and Charles, they're rapping for blind dates with the book. It's not the best, okay? It's okay, but it's not the best. I've seen on TikTok shops. I don't know if you're on TikTok and follow Book Talk, but they have some nice blind dates with the books. And there's a few people that I've seen that sell those that I would like to try. So if you try getting blind date with the book on TikTok, let me know. Also, stay tuned because also at the end of the video, after I unwrap these, I'm going to let you know what I'm currently reading now. I actually got this tote. It's not a tote. I got this book bag purse from my mom on my birthday, which was August 1st, and she gave me the matching wallet. My husband bought me a bike because I haven't ridden a bike in years, but I've always wanted a bike as an adult and just never got around to it. And so now everybody, my kids even ride the bike. We get some exercise, but I'm gonna let you know what I'm currently reading. So let's get to it. Nervous. Book number 1. This is how it looks. Okay, not horrible, but look, it was, they didn't tape. They taped up here. They should have taped the sides like this, y'all. Okay, so it stays nice and neat and not get folded because they have so many on the shelves. And it's like when people take them in and out, you know, it gets kind of crooked. They do have this little bookmark thing in here. All right. And it says cold hard cash for books. And it has the Second and Charles little logo here. And I'll keep these little paper bookmarks. I like to collect those. What is up with the lighting? If you don't know, I'm upstairs in another room. So that's why it looks like this. I wanted to tape it here today, okay? But anyway, So this one, what does it say? What is this book about? Mind you, all of these feel like they're hardcovers. All the blind dates with the book at My Second Charles felt like it was hardcovers, which is interesting. I do like paperback. I prefer paperback, but I'm not mad at the hardback either. All right, so blind date with the book number 1. Anxieties. It says anxieties, fears, and fiction. Hopes of a Black family during the pandemic and social unrest of 2020. This was $5.95. And so that got me interested in the book because it was a Black family. It was about the pandemic. I have no clue what this book is. So let's see. And look, it was already kind of torn at the bottom. I had to add more tape at the counter. I was like, hey, can I use your tape? Because we're going to take it back. Okay? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it until I open it. So let's see. I don't know if any of these, they put like YA, like if something was YA, young adult romance on here. They just put fiction for this one. All right. Okay. This is, look how it is, y'all. It doesn't have a cover. Interesting, okay? Doesn't have a cover. But this is how it looks. It feels pretty great. I don't know what happened here. All right, so this book is from Reynolds and Griffin. Ain't Burned All the Bright. That's what this is. Ain't Burned All the Bright. Okay. This is how it looks when you open it. And all right, it says also by Jason Reynolds and Jason Griffin. My name is Jason, mine too. And okay, Reynolds and Griffin are the authors. So it's a co-written book here. All right. And this is how it feels. It opens up with, for everyone we lost and everything we learned in the strangest year of our lives, 2020. Let me know if you read this. Have you even heard of this book? It's interesting because this is how the book is. Okay, it's not your typical book. Okay, something different for me. Let's move on. Book 2. Let's move on. All right, book 2 we have here. This is how it was wrapped. And here we have the little Second and Charles advertisement bookmark. And this one says 3 Black teens at the Urban Promise Prep School who are suspects in their principal's murder. And this is a thriller. This was $9.95. Very good pricing. Now, TikTok pricing, it was like, for one book was like $28 something, you know, and you can get a book in a cup for between $30 and $40. So to get 3 books just under $20 to $25 was nice. And then you get $5 rewards each time you gather 150 points. All right, so let's open this one. Oh, a cover. This one has a cover, y'all. Get a peek. Okay. This is a thriller. I wonder if this is like a YA thriller. Never heard of this author here. This is Nick Brooks, Promise Boys. Oh, you know what? I may have seen this, but never picked it up. I think I may have seen this featured somewhere. But Promise Boys by Nick Brooks. Let me know if you read this. I'm excited. It says perfection, excellence, discipline, murder. Ooh, this seems like it's going to be good. It says, we are the young men of Urban Promise Prep. We are extraordinary because we work hard. We are our brother's keepers. We are responsible for our futures. We are the future. Hello? Okay? We promise. Love this. And this is said to be thrilling, captivating, and blade sharp. Will stay with you long after the page. All right? And this is a regular book here. All right, so we're gonna be adding these blind dates with the books on our TBR, and this is Nick Brooks. How many pages is this? All right, stay tuned. This looked like a YA. This is only about 288 books, 288 pages or so. So not that long. I'm excited to read that one. All right, next one, last one. We're almost here. Hey, blind date with the book. We didn't do bad. We didn't do bad. This one might be, no, this still feel like a hardback. All right, let's pull this out. Different bookmark in this one. It says, buy it, love it, sell it back. All right, you got an advertisement booklet there. This is holiday romance. So I wanted to get a thriller. I wanted to get some fiction. Well, sorry. I wanted to get some fiction, a thriller, and I saw a holiday romance. I was like, why not? We're getting close to the holiday season. It says romance, revenge, and more. Give me a try. This was only $4.95, Second and Charles. So if you want to try blind dates with the book and you're not sure, I want to spend all that money on it, especially if you're doing like TikTok or Amazon, try Second and Charles if you have one in your area because they have good pricing on these. Again, this one was $4.95. So let's open it. Oh, it's the paperback. Finally. All right. Morgan Elizabeth. 'Tis the season for revenge. Never read any more Morgan Elizabeth. Never even heard of her, okay? But it's okay. We're diversifying, okay? So I love this pink. Pink and purple are my favorite colors. And this is how the book is. This is about Abby Keller. Thought that Richard Bartholomew Benson the third would be her forever. In their 4 years of dating, she never doubted that she wouldn't end up with his grandmother's engagement ring on her finger. Sure, she had to change a few things about herself to fit that mold, like dyeing her hair, dressing more conservatively, and finding golf enjoyable. Honestly, the most difficult of the changes. But she was sure that at the end of it all, it would be worth it. That's interesting. I am excited to read this and see about this author, Morgan Elizabeth. This is only 286 pages, so not long. It feels like, I don't know if this is an indie author or not, but I'm excited to get into it. All right, so those are the 3 books that I have. 'Tis the Season for Revenge, Promise Boys, and Ain't Burned All Bright. And this one is the only one that didn't come with like a regular cover, and it's more like a graphic book here. If you think of the comic books, and so this will be quick and easy to read. So this can be easily added to my TBR. Either I can squeeze it in either this month or next month because it's really quick to read. But it looks like you have images of some things that happened during the pandemic that can be very touching, and the artwork in here looks amazing. So let me know in the chat, have you read any of these? Have you heard of these authors? Have you done blind date with the book and how that turned out for you? All right, so I'm gonna wrap up this video, but let me tell you what I'm reading, which I keep my books in here because I can just throw it on my backpack if we're going out somewhere. So I am currently reading, oh, before I tell you that, my mom, this came in the book bag. My mom, she sent me this book, Mind Your Manners, How to Be Your Best Self in Any Situation by Sarah Jane Ho. She said this was very good. She read it and she even tabbed it and highlighted some things in here for her, and she passed it down to me so I can read it and highlight some things in here, and then I'll let my kids read it so they can highlight the things in here. So it'll be a nice tradition to pass something down like that and see the thoughts and conclusions that we come with as a family. Now, what I'm currently reading is none other than Miss Tiffany D. Jackson Grown. This is the second book that I read from her. I read Blood in the Water earlier this month. Stay tuned for my wrap up so you can get my final reviews on it. Now, this book is good. I am on page 169, which is chapter 42. This book, the chapters are really short. It kind of gives me that Frida McFadden. If you know how her chapters are kind of arranged, they're kind of short and quick to read, so it makes you want to keep reading. So I read 100 pages so quick. Like, if I really had time to one day just to read and had no errands to run, I was just by myself type of thing, I could literally probably read this in one day, if not 2 days. But I just have to split up the reading. But it is really good. It is mind-opening. It is touching. It is about a woman who's 17, and remember, at 17 you're getting into that phase which you're almost 18, a senior in high school, which we have 2 seniors here, where you're becoming a young adult, right? You're trying to transition from being a child and your parents to making your own decisions and settling in your decisions that you decide to make. So it's showing part of that accountability and responsibility on you as a young adult, but it's also giving light to how those who are adults and had some experience and had some time should know better and do better, right? And so unfortunately, she's so eager to get into the music industry. She believes she can sing well, and she gets some confidence with other people around her, because that's all you can sing a little bit. But then she goes to audition, and it shatters her beings a little bit, because she doesn't make the audition on the first time. However, she runs into a producer, or producer sort of runs into her, if you will, seeks her out in a sense, and start calling her bright eyes, you know, that doing that little sweet talk, like, no, you really got a voice, I can develop you. So he eventually convinces the parents, like, hey, let me mentor your daughter. Now, part of the accountability of this book is on the parents as well, okay? Because number one, with a man, I wasn't raised with that type where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna leave you with any guy, okay? Whether you have a chaperone, we don't know this person or anything like that. And so part of the accountability, it does a great job with showing you that everyone is responsible for something, some part, and everyone should be held accountable in some way, because it's just no way you just, I don't know, you have to read it. It's good. Tiffany D. Jackson is an auto buy at this point. Just buy the second book. I want to read all of her work. It is YA, and so it reads like a YA, but it does it in such a clever, good way. It's a easy flow read, and a lot of you already read Tiffany D. Jackson's work that I've seen, but if you haven't, please go grab her work. I think next I want to definitely read Allegedly. I keep hearing great things about that. I want to read Monday Is Not Coming, but I hear you got to prep for Monday's Not Coming, because it's going to make you go through all the emotions. It's sad, and you'll cry. I want to read White Smoke, The Weight of Blood, and I believe she has another book coming out late fall, early winter or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she has another book, so she spills them out. So let me know if you enjoyed this blind date with the book, and I'll of course do another one. Stay tuned to my upcoming TBRs for September, October, and etc., because I'm going to start fusing in the blind dates with the books that I have into my TBR as well. So thank you for watching this long. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Join the DD crew, because I love you over here, okay? When you get motivated for all things, and you get pushed and encouraged to read, learn, and continue growing throughout your life. All right, so in between time, until next time, always remember to keep rising.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away.